How would your life be if you valued you so much that you decided the life you would live rather than letting people decide it for you? Join me and let's mix it up. What's up, family? I need you to thumbs up this video. Come on, thumbs up the video. Welcome to another edition of In the Mix at 6. Of course, I'm your host with the most, Dr. Eddie. Are you ready? Just type ready in the chat. Listen, family, I don't know about you. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but there's more beef in relationships than Drake and Rick Ross. There's more beef in relationships than J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. There's more beef than Chris Brown and Quavo. Why? Because people express boundaries not at all, or specifically solely just on the back end and not on the front end. People don't do that. They wait till it's too late. Well, everything has metastasized, everything has materialized. You got to realize this. You are not Pinocchio. We're in part 2 of Know Your No. Yeah, I want to talk about it today. Got to realize you're not Pinocchio. I want to talk about why boundaries are a blessing. You're not Pinocchio so much to where here's what you got to do. You got to stop allowing people to pull your strings. Here's what I realize. When people say you change, when people call you mean, it's just code word for really saying, I don't like the way I can't manipulate you anymore. I need you to read between the lines. I need you to understand what they're not saying. You mean you just changed. You ain't the same no more. I don't like the way I can't manipulate you anymore. I don't like the way, here it is, I can't Pinocchio you. Can't pull your strings. I can't pull your emotions. I can't treat you like an elevator and press your emotional buttons and decide how high or low you go. Here's the thing about the story of Pinocchio. Pinocchio's primary desire was this. He wanted to be a real boy. For you to be the real man, for you to be the real woman, you got to keep it real with yourself. Think about his maker. Pinocchio's maker, his name was Geppetto. Geppetto created Pinocchio and carved him out of, you know what it is, carved him out of wood. Here's the thing that's so special, that's so unique about us as human beings. You and I were not made out of wood. We were made out of the dust of the ground, handcrafted, not by Geppetto, but by God. However, if you and I were made out of wood, it would solely be to be a pencil in the hand of God to write a new chapter for our life. That's what you got to do. When you create healthy boundaries for yourself, you're literally flipping the page and writing a new chapter. Come on, family. Just type flip the page. Flip the page. Type write a new chapter. Here's what you got to stop doing. You got to stop trying to change people. And you have to stop letting people Pinocchio you. Stop allowing people to treat you like a ventriloquist. Yeah. They're controlling you like a puppet master. You only say what they tell you to say. You only do what they tell you to do. You got to get to the place to say, listen, I'm not going to be pulled back into the type of relationships, toxic relationships that God delivered me from. I'm tired of not walking in my authenticity. Tired of being tired. Tired of people putting words in my mouth. Tired of people making me feel depleted whenever I leave their company, and much less being in their company. I'm tired of being made to dance to the beat of everybody else's drum. Tired of being felt less than, lower than. Tired of people putting their hands on me. I'm tired of people stretching me to a new level, to a level that I don't have the capacity to handle. Think about the story of Pinocchio. The only way that Pinocchio could become a real boy is he had to prove himself, here it is, to be brave. In order to create healthy boundaries for yourself, this is what you got to do. You got to be willing to be brave. You got to be willing to tell yourself yes and tell other people no. You got to be truthful. Pinocchio wanted to be brave. For Pinocchio to be a real boy, he had to be brave. He had to be truthful. He had to be unselfish. Got to be real with yourself. Even though Pinocchio was made out of wood, here's what he did. He received a word that shifted his future. What is the word that God told you? That he made a promise to you? That he told you what you would do, what you would become, what you would overcome? Somebody just type a word, a word. If the wrong word could keep you where it is that you are, if the wrong word could put you back in your past, imagine what the right word could do for your future. Imagine what the word that God gave you and what the word that God tells you that you're more than a conqueror, what that'll do for you. Imagine what the word of I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me will do for your future. Imagine what the word, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Imagine what the word of you being blessed in the city and blessed in the field. Imagine what the word of you're the head, not the tail, above and not beneath. Whatever you put your hands to, it prospers. Imagine what that type of word could do for your future. Here's the question to you. Whose words are you listening to? Whose words are you listening to? You got to get around people. You got to be in an environment of individuals who are going to push you to a greater level of success, push you to a greater level of purpose. You got to be around the type of people who are going to give you encouraging words. I'm going to tell you, it's not going to always be this way. Those are the type of people that you need to draw closer to you. The people who discourage you, the people you need to push farther away from you. Who am I talking to? I hope it's you. Your problem is you got the wrong people close to you and you got the right ones social distance from you. We got to change certain things. Wrong people who have been so close to you have been dividing you from your destiny. The right people who have been far from you are the ones who can add and multiply you. That's why it's so needed and so necessary. Because listen, you see me when I got my gear on. I got my gear, you hear? There's a word for you. It's in our academy tonight. I want you to join us. Yeah, go right now, theeaglesacademy.com. You need to be a part of our amazing community. Come on, family of Eagles. Just drop some eagle emojis in the chat. You need to be around individuals who will shift and soar into more. 2024 is the year to not just get more. 2024 is the year to become more. I guarantee you, you'll get more if you become more. EaglesAcademy.com. Tap the join now button when you get there. Fill out the form, be transformed. You want to join us tonight talking about the power of effective communication, talking about communicators or connectors. You want to join us, go there right now. Only way Pinocchio was able to be a real boy was that he had to prove himself to be brave. He had to prove himself to be truthful. He had to prove himself to be unselfish. Heard somebody say, you don't buy designer glasses so you can see better. Because here's the thing. You can buy some no name brand glasses that will help you to see just as good, if not better. So the reality is, you don't buy designer glasses so that you can see better. The reason you buy designer glasses, those Gucci's, those Cardis, those Persals, those Calvin Kleins, whatever it is that you buy, it's not to see better. What it is that you feel as if you look better in designer, which is why you pay a higher premium for your particular glasses. If designer glasses help you see better, just imagine what healthy boundaries will do for your vision. You don't buy designer glasses to see better. You buy designer glasses to see you better. Come on now. You know when you wear a certain attire, can't nobody tell you nothing. Hmm? I don't buy designer glasses to see. I buy designer glasses to see me. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Because you got on what you got on. Because you got on them heels. Because you got on them J's. Because you got on them Louboutins. Right? So here's the thing. If designer glasses help you see you better, just imagine what healthy boundaries will do for your vision. Why? Because boundaries are a blessing. Boundaries are not about making threats. Boundaries, I need you to hear me on this, are not about being nice. You know what boundaries about? Boundaries about being kind. And guess who you're kind to first? Can't be kind to nobody else until you're first kind to yourself. Boundaries about first being kind to you. Why do I say that? Boundaries are a blessing. Because here's the thing, I'm not a nice guy. I'm kind. Let me say that twice because it's also nice. I'm not a nice guy. I'm a kind guy. I'm a kind of guy who will set healthy boundaries for myself. Why? So that I can be kind to myself first. There's a dichotomy between nice and kind. Here's the thing. People always told you, be nice. Come on, make sure that you're nice. Come on, be nice. Best behavior to people is you being nice. Incorrect. Wrong. People always told you to be nice. But look what nice got you. Nice got you stepped on. Nice got you treated like a doormat. Nice got you talked down to. Nice got you mishandled and mistreated. Nice got you to a place to where you gave folks money. They went shopping with it, posted it on social media, never even paid you back. Hear me. When you're nice, you have a wishbone. But when you're kind, you have a backbone. I want to talk to somebody. Come on, family. Type backbone. Type kindness. Kindness is not weakness. Niceness is weakness. Kindness is not weakness. Niceness is you having a wishbone. Kindness is you having a backbone. Nice is passive. Here's the thing about being nice too. Nice is oftentimes passive aggressive. Mm-hmm. But here's what kindness is. Kindness is assertive. Nice is passive. Kindness is assertiveness. What's the difference between being nice and kind? I hope you're listening. Let me take it to another degree. Being nice is this. You never want to rock the boat. Rock the boat. Rock the boat. Shout out to Aaliyah. Being nice is you never want to rock the boat, but being kind is, hear me, you willing to make waves. Come on, family. Put the emotion, put the emoji wave in there. Yeah, come on. Let's make it a little wavy. Gonna get a little spicy. Being nice is you never want to rock the boat, but being kind, I'm willing to make waves. Being nice is you're afraid to speak when you witness mistreatment. But being kind is, hear me, you're willing to speak up and take a stand. Why? Because silence is violence. Being nice, I need you to hear me, is when you're worried about being liked. But being kind is this. You're not worried about being a people pleaser. You're not worried about it. Being nice is you're so concerned about upsetting somebody. But being kind is this. You refuse to have your peace disturbed. Come on, family. Tight peace. I got peace under pressure. Peace that passes all understanding. My peace I leave with you. I'll keep you in perfect peace. Keep your mind stayed on me. Peace means I'm not giving everybody a piece of my mind because I'm only going to be left with just a piece of my mind, but no peace of mind. You refuse to have your peace disturbed. Here it is. Do not disturb. Why? Because I'm not afraid to upset the apple cart. Let me say this. Come on, family. Type D&D. Who the Son has set free is free indeed. D&D. I'm not afraid to upset the apple cart. Let me say this. Too many of us are sitting at tables that we need to flip. Come on. Let me say it twice because it's also nice. Too many of us are sitting at tables that we need to flip. And hear me, you're flipping out because you won't flip the table. You keep giving people the keys to drive you crazy. Take back the ownership. Get your boundaries together. To a certain degree, niceness is about being an opportunist. Let's uncover. Let's pull all the edges off. Let's snatch it. Come on. Let's pull it all off. Pull off all the covers. Oftentimes, niceness is about being an opportunist. Why? Because here's what you're trying to do. You're trying to curry favor with somebody through a veiled representative that you exude so that you can receive preferential treatment in hopes that they will return the favor. Are you listening to me? Hear me. People pleasing is always inauthentic. Come on, family. Type be kind. Family, I need you to be kind. We're going to take a quick break, but I guarantee you, after these messages, we'll be right back. Hey, what's up, family? Have you checked out my resources to grow your greatness? Yeah, I'm talking about to grow as an author and a speaker. You want to get my bestseller book blueprint. Somebody's waiting for you to write that book. Let me show you how to do it. I'm giving you all the strategies of what I've used to be a best-selling author of 16 books. Surely I know something to help you. Go and get my bestseller book blueprint, as well as whenever you write a book, people are going to ask you to talk about it. You want to get my successful speaker strategies. It's a amazing video tutorial download, 4.5 hours of just content of what it is that I do to share of how to communicate and really to connect as you're communicating. Your words are a paintbrush. What picture are you painting when you're speaking? I guarantee you, whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com/store and grow your greatness. Get all the resources. By a show of emoji hands, how many of you would actually like to tell your story? Come on. How many of you would actually like to tell your story? How many of you would like to actually tell your story and make some money as you're telling your story? Come on now. If you didn't say yes, you're lying. Tell the truth. I'm showing you how to do that. You want to get my bestseller book blueprint, written 16 books. Surely I know something about how to help you get your book, your manuscript to the marketplace, as well as how to share your story unabashedly, unashamedly, with truth and transparency that brings connectivity to your audience. Go to theeaglesacademy.com/store. I've got the resources for you. Go ahead and get it. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about know your no, why boundaries are a blessing. Too oftentimes we are too nice at the expense of not stepping into kindness, because kindness is not weakness. Niceness is weakness. We have to establish healthy boundaries for ourselves. And oftentimes, niceness is really covert opportunism. Niceness is really you being a covert opportunist. You trying to curry favor with someone, specifically through a veiled representative, in order so that you can get preferential treatment from that particular individual, hoping that they will return the favor. Got to get out of that witness protection program of people pleasing, because people pleasing is just nothing but you being inauthentic. Here's what kindness does. Kindness involves generosity. Kindness involves generosity, so much so to the place and to the degree that you're not even expecting anything in return. That's how generous it is. Now, it would be great to receive something in return. But if not, I'm cool because I'm kind. And here's the thing, the power of kindness comes from a place of compassion. The power of kindness comes from a place of genuine concern. I'm concerned, yes, for myself, but I'm also concerned for the well-being of somebody else. Kindness is an expression of empathy. Come on, family, type empathy. Kindness equates to empathy. Why? Because you're really trying to understand what someone is going through. You're really trying to understand where somebody is coming from. You're really trying to understand somebody's process of thinking. Notice this. We don't call it random acts of niceness. Small gestures to hold the door open for somebody. Small gestures that make a big difference by carrying the groceries of an elder, carrying an elderly person's groceries, complimenting somebody, sharing an encouraging word. Those are not random acts of niceness. What do we call them? We call them random acts of kindness. Simply because here it is. You're not expecting to receive anything. Not expecting to receive anything in return. We're going through 2 doors to get into the building. Random act of kindness is me holding the door open for you. Going through the second door. If you don't hold the door open for me, fine. I'm being generous. Whether you do something for me or not. I'm not expecting anything in return. It's out of the kindness, there it is, of my own heart. Now, if you do hold the door open for me, thank you. Much obliged. Right? But here's the thing. I'm doing it out of the kindness of my own heart. I'm not even expecting anything in return. Did you understand this? Think about this. When you go for a walk with somebody, when you go for a walk with someone, a lot of times we don't even think about this. But here's the thing. There's an unspoken language when you go for a walk with somebody. Both of you may be walking, together. And here's the thing, even if none of you are talking, something is being said based on your pace. What do I mean by that? One of you will have to make an adjustment to the other person's pace. They will either adjust to your pace or you will adjust to their pace. I need you to know this. I need you to realize this. In this life, you got to answer this question for yourself. Whose pace are you adjusting to? Has pain dictated your pace? Has trauma dictated your pace? Has a trauma bond dictated your pace? Heartbreak of an ex. Did it decide the pattern of your pace? Who and what is dictating your pace? A lot of times our motion is slow because we've got so much, we have so many unaddressed emotions. Our motion is slow because our emotions are running so fast through us that we have not controlled our emotions. Our emotions have controlled us. Our emotions have dictated our pace. Nothing's wrong with having emotions. Emotions are bad leaders. When emotions control you, you're out of control. Who has dictated the pace and space of how you live your life? Let me let you know this. If you don't know what pace you want to move at, somebody's going to dictate the pace that you're going to live at. Let me say it again. If you don't know what pace you want to move at, I guarantee you somebody's going to decide the pace of where you're going to live at. And hear me, the pace will decide your place. The pace will decide your place. The pace that decides your place will cause you to live your life based upon a particular pattern. It's going to either be a pattern of faith or it's going to be a pattern of doubt. It's going to be a pattern of love or it's going to be a pattern of self-hate. It's going to be a pattern of joy or it's going to be a pattern of depression based upon you creating healthy boundaries for yourself. I know in many cases you possibly did adjust to certain people's pace. I know you did possibly adjust to the situational pace of what it is. But here's the thing. You don't have to keep walking to the beat of the drum of pain. You don't have to keep walking to the beat of the drum of depression. You don't have to keep walking to the beat of feeling less than, of stinking thinking that keeps you sinking, of a fixed mindset, when you need to adopt a growth mindset. Adjust the pace, adjust the pattern. And that's why here it is. I got to walk with God. Because here's the thing. When I walk with God, he decides a pace for my life that's better than what my own desire is for my own life. Yeah. When I walk with the Lord, here's what I'm doing. I'm losing the weight of worry. It's got to drop off of me. I'm losing the weight of low self-esteem. I'm losing the weight of insecurity. I'm losing the weight of a bad attitude. I'm losing the weight of a bad disposition. I'm losing the weight of a negative perspective. I'm losing the weight of a negative narrative that in many cases has created a pattern in my life system. I'm losing the weight of what I don't need so that I can grow my greatness into what God has for me. Come on, family, type let it go. Type let it go. I'm not going to allow people to create a pace for me. I'm going to create my pace in the space of faith. I'm creating space for faith. I'm creating space for joy. I'm creating space for peace. I'm creating space for love. I'm creating space for new ideas. I'm creating space for new opportunities. I'm creating space. Why? Because God wants to lift me to another place. Come on, family, type create space. Make room to bloom. Why are you withering in the spring? Spring, spring, spring. Come on, family, type spring. Spring up with a new attitude. Spring up with a new idea. Spring up with new impact. Spring up with new influence. Spring and soar into more. Family, listen. I want you to sow into this. I want you to sow into creating a new pace and space for your life. Why? Because when I create a new space and place in my life, I understand now the blessing of boundaries. Boundaries are not to hurt me, they're to help me, they're to heal me, they're to enhance me and everybody else around me. You see the information where you can sow right there. PayPal, info@EddieConnor.com, Zelle as well, EddieConnorJr, Gmail, Cash App, $Access Identity. I want you to, as you're sowing, I want you to name your seed. I want to stand in agreement. I want to stand in the gap with you for the blessing that God has for you. I'm touching and agreeing with you 30, 60, 100 fold. That here it is, a new space and place in your life is being developed. Greater, open doors, opportunities. I want you to name that seed. Maybe you're naming your seed peace. Maybe you're naming your seed a new space. Maybe you're naming your seed a new pace. Maybe you're naming your seed letting it go. Maybe you're naming your seed kindness. Kindness is not weakness. Meekness is not weakness. It's strength that has been subdued. Why? Because you got a new pace. And so you've adopted peace in your life. Let's go there right now. Yes. EddieConnorJr, Gmail, for Zelle, for Cash App, for PayPal. I want you to sow your seed. I believe there's a breakthrough happening for you 30, 60, 100 fold, 0 to 100 real quick. I'm believing for suddenly. Maybe you're going to name your seed suddenly because you're expecting suddenly in your finances. You're expecting suddenly in your peace of mind. You're expecting suddenly that whoever you put your hands to, it prospers. If you'd like to be a show sponsor, you'd like to highlight your product or your service, particularly on the show, we'd love to do that. Email me, info@EddieConnor.com. I want you to do that as well. I hope you got something from the show today. Family, I've got a number of different resources that are out there for you that I know will grow your greatness. Go to the eaglesacademy.com/store so that you can soar. Come on, hit the thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up button on this video. If you know that this word was a blessing to you, I need you to hit the thumbs up on this video. There it is. An explosion of inspiration. An explosion of transformation. Hit the thumbs up button on this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Gotta know you know. Gotta know who to know. You gotta know who to know. That's for sure. That's for sure. We got an amazing class coming up tonight. I want you to go ahead and join me there. Join me there. Join me and our amazing Eagles industry leaders who soar into success and purpose, who understand a win for you is a win for us too. You don't just soar as high as your dream, you soar as high as your team. Join us. Talking about the power of communication. Communicators are connectors. You don't see why. Everybody's got to increase their level of communication. Whatever you're building, I guarantee you can build it better if you use better words. Join us there. Family, In the mix at 6 is out of time, but you know I'm not out of truth. Should we do part 3 on this? I feel like I got some more to say on it. You know how it is on Wednesday nights for me. I got to go quick, fast, in a hurry. Class. I can't wait for class tonight. Class is going to be absolutely amazing. Should we do part 3? Come on, come on. Let's mix it up even more. In the mix at 6 is out of time, but family, you know I'm not out of truth. Like that poetic genius Tupac Shakur said, there's no way I can pay you back, but my plan is to show you that I understand. So I want you to know that you are appreciated. So I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I want to thank you for rolling with me. Why? Because that's just how we roll. You know, we do that Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On the digital airwaves of social media, but particularly as well on YouTube. You know what it is. You know who it is. You know where it is. Right here. And since you're right here, I want you to hit the thumbs up button. Come on, thumbs up the video. I'm grateful. I'm appreciative. I love all of the comments. But for my channel to grow, YouTube's got some rules. YouTube's got some regulations. YouTube's got some boundaries. And so you got to hit the thumbs up button in order for us to grow. So I would that you help us to grow. Don't you want us to grow? Don't you want the channel to grow? That's for sure. That's why your seat is so important, because we need 4K cameras. We need lights. Right? We need to boost what it is that helps the analytics for this YouTube show prosper. So guess what? This show's not my show. It's our show. Come on, family, type ours. Anything that is ours, we exact responsibility for and ownership to. Family, follow me on social media at EddieConnorJr. Put some respect on my name, EddieConnorJr. Y'all keep showing love. I'm going to keep showing up. If I can help you, if I can serve you in any way, please reach out to me. I would love to come and speak at your event. Book me to come and speak at your event, your podcast, dreddieacademy.com/invite, or email info@eddieconnor.com. Whether it's your church, your conference, your community center, your college, your school, your session, your workshop, let me know. Let's make it happen for sure. Yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother from another mother. Family, it's been fun, but I got class tonight, so you know I got to run. I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy beyond measure. But I want you to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, and brighter. Peace and love. Keep soaring higher. Breaking news, this message is for you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You don't just soar as high as your dream, you soar as high as your team. Why are you not a part of our team? Our Eagles community team, where it's all about soaring into success and greater purpose. I want you to go right now and join us. Yeah, right now. Go to theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, and I guarantee you're going to be transformed. Your mindset, you're going to maximize that. You're going to strengthen your skill set. You're going to build your tool set. You're going to heal your heart set, find serenity in your soul set, and be an asset in any environment. It's time to grow in your greatness, in your business, in your relationships, in your purpose, with individuals who are already growing. And we have a motto in our community where a win for me is a win for you. A win for you is a win for us too. Let's win together. Come on, join us. Experience the transformation. Experience the celebration. Experience the opportunity. Experience not just information, but implementation. As I coach, as I teach, as I train, as I mentor you and show you how to use strategy, structure, and solutions to take your vision to another dimension. Meet us there. Join us there. I can't wait to see your face in our digital space. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, and let's be transformed together. Spread your wings, and we'll win over and over again. See you there.